Hi, okay, so I'm back again, except this time, since I'm done with like the main cast of characters, I think, I'm gonna be trying to outline a story. Okay, so basically there's already like a vague plan, so it's time to start a general outline. Yes. Okay, so basically we start so basically me is just like normal and stuff. Basically just me, because you see we gotta do some development stuff, right? And then and then and then we meet our assistant character Natalie and Felicis. So we meet our assistant character, and basically okay, so we've got to like ultra develop her, because guess what? I'm going to kill her in the end. So yeah, we got to make people care about her first off. So I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing, but yeah. All right. By the way, this is what she looks like so far. It's a rough plan. We're working on it, kind of. Okay. So basically, you meet her, right? And then like she's being tried for murder. She's being tried for murder case 1. And yeah, so then from then on becomes the assistant character for the rest of the game. Okay, so basically she's like, in to be in contrast with like everybody else in the cast, she's like very empathetic. She's like very empathetic and stuff, to a fault. And what she wants to do, and then basically we don't know much about her at first, but by case 2, actually wait, I need to figure out when a parent's death comes up. When her parent's death comes up. Okay. Okay, so basically we're just like normal at the start. And okay, so we need a general outline. Our end goal is to be like ultra dramatic and stuff, but I need to like find a way to build this up. Only issue is I'm really bad at writing a story, but it's fine. I'll figure it out. Trust. Okay, so yeah, this is a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be. I mean, I knew it was gonna be hard, but like, still. Okay, so yes, storyline-ish. Storyline isn't storylining, unfortunately. Okay, so case 1, there's like a little murder, and then case 2, let's see. Yeah, I feel like I need to figure out the general topic of cases first. That might be the first issue. Okay, then after case 2, case... Okay, so basically case 2 then arrives. And basically we meet our main prosecutor. Mira Archambault. She looks like this in concept art, except I started on her sprites, and this is her default one so far. So yeah, I gave her a sword, 'cause fun. Anyway, so we meet Mira, and she's like all cold and stuff. Except after some time, by case free, I think, we should have a more interaction between Mira and Natalie. So like we'll have some sort of influence on each other. I really don't know how this is working. So yeah, I'm realizing now I had even less of a plan than I thought I did. So that's fun. I've got the start-ish, and then the end-ish, and then everywhere in between is like non-existent. So I might be cooked. But no worry, I'm sure I've got this. All right, case free. When we're working on it, suddenly there's like something like something starts to be related to like the death of Natalie's parents. Oh right, and the death of Mira's mom, 'cause killing off parents, don't you love it? Ignore Opal up there. Okay, so something starts to be related to okay, yeah, something related to that. I'm thinking since basically, so Natalie's backstory case, we've called it Belladonna. And basically how it goes is that her parents are like, hey, stay in your... Her parents had like some sort of really important meeting or whatever with some dude, because they're like important or something. Don't ask me why, we'll figure that out. Okay, so basically they were like, hey, sweetie, stay in your room. And she was like pretty young at the time. So she was like, okay. And then it's been a while, and then she like comes down, and then she finds her parents' dead bodies like at the table. And then she's like, oh my god. And yeah. And basically the tea was poisoned with some poison called like foxine or whatever. Me and a friend just made this up. It's just a crossbreed between foxglove and ricin, which I'm not sure is possible. Ricin poison actually comes from castor beans. Also, fun fact about ricin, it's like 6,000 times more. It's like 6,000 times, like, I don't know, worse of some way. Like 6,000 times worse, as in like more deadly or something, than cyanide. So that's fun. Also, there's another thing about ricin. It's that like another thing about ricin is that like it doesn't. As far as we know, there's not many physical symptoms, I think. And after the bodies were examined, like it was presumed to be foxglove poisoning, because foxglove was the only one detected in the autopsy, because there's no test for ricin. So they believe the cause of death is foxglove. And then I'm not sure why or how exactly, but basically Natalie gets this gut feeling at the time, and she's like, I don't buy it. So then she's trying to find like the truth behind her parents' death and stuff. So let's say that another So let's say that for the case 3, there's like a second case of death by presumed foxglove poison, except at this point Natalie's been trying to like make a test to be able to detect the presence of foxine poison, and she tries it, and then we try it, and then it turns out to test true, and then she's like, but it's kind of unreliable though, so I'm not entirely sure. Actually, I'm getting the impression I'm gonna need more than 4 cases for this entire thing. 5. Yay. Hold up, I gotta move this entire thing. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so basically, at this point, Nat has, like, an inconsistent test for foxine testing true when tried. And we could make this an assassin case. Like, I feel like it would be cool if I used the same cause of death by T. So yeah. And then we get like her backstory told at this point to when we try the test thing. So yay. Yeah. And then okay, so like I feel like no, that should be case 4. So case 4, there's still so much gap in case 2 though. I feel like the stuff in case 3 needs to be moved to case 4 instead. Cause like you can't just meet the prosecutor and immediately dump all this on them. Alright, and then that would mean this section with more interaction between Mira and Natalie should be moved to case 3, I think, so that there's a more established relationship between the two, so they seem more connected, you know? Yeah, anyways, time to move this up, because organization-ish. Okay, so yeah, and then like, and on ominous notes. And then like ends on an ominous note somehow. Like, I'm thinking maybe like just like a picture of like a portrait of Natalie's Natalie's parents show up, and it becomes distorted to be some different kind of picture, you know, at the end. That could be cool. If I could pull it off. Right, and then I need to name these cases. It's fine, I'll name them later. Yeah, okay. And now that case 4, so that ends on like an ominous note, and then that would lead us to case 5, the final case. Okay, so basically, Mira, our lead prosecutor, so basically she knows she has a sword on her, a French rapier, because that's fun. So basically, Mira found with... so basically, actually no, I have a better idea. Okay, so basically, if I could... Oh, frick, did it crash on me? Please don't tell me it crashed on me. Okay, never mind, it's all good. Okay, so basically, so the day is kind of like... Day is like normal-ish, and Natalie just like yaps to us about office shenanigans, like normal shenanigans, right? Everything's all fine and happy and stuff. What could possibly go wrong? And then it's cutscene. And then it's cutscene time. Okay, so basically, I feel like I'm gonna need to draw panels for this. Okay, so panel. So basically, it's nights and yeah, basically, Natalie is using the like office garage as a lab. Actually, no. That would put us under suspicion. Okay, so basically, it's nights at let's say in her own lab. Own lab? Oh yeah, that'll work for now. Okay. Actually, you know what? I shouldn't draw the panels before I have an idea of how it's supposed to go. Okay, so basically... Can freeform stop freezing on me? Okay. So basically, nighttime... And at Natalie's lab, she's like talking self through experiments. She's like talking herself through experiments and stuff, and working on a vaccine detection project of her own, because again she wants to find the truth about what happened to her parents. So she's working on that and stuff, right? And then afterwards she sees like... Okay, so basically she's working on this thing, and then suddenly like camera switch view and pan to like a shadowy figure holding a sword, and then cut to death scene, and then it cuts to a death scene, and then it cuts to corpse, and then suddenly it cuts to Mira, and then it cuts to Mira holding the bloody sword, and then, yeah, that'll be cool. Kind of like Turnabout Goodbyes style, yeah? And so yeah, that happens. And then, basically after we wake up and see news that Mira's been arrested for murder. And see that Mira's been arrested for murder. This is feeling like a Turnabout Goodbyes copycat. But it's fine, we'll make it different somehow. Again, it's a rough draft. I'm sure I've got this. Okay, so we wake up and see the news that Mira's been arrested for murder. Right? And then, and then we immediately go to the scene or the detention center. We immediately go to the detention center. Actually, no, we go to the police station first and ask the detective. And then we go to the detention center. And then we go to the detention center and stuff. Oh, by the way, this is our detective here. So, yeah. And then we go to the detention center and talk with Mira. I'm too lazy to work out the details of the conversation right now. And then we investigate, of course. Then we investigate the scene and use some supplies that like she's given us before she died. And we use some supplies from before Natalie dies. And then, so we use some supplies from before Natalie dies. And then find its Foxine. And then we ask, a detective about not parent deaths. So we ask a detective about not parent deaths, and then we go to, and then we get all the case files. And we get old case files from Ben. Okay, this is getting a bit more iffy than I thought it would be. So we get old case files from Ben. And then we tell Mira about our findings. And we tell Mira about her findings. And then she states that the cause of death for them seems really pretty similar. Oh god, that's getting long. Okay, but it's fine. Okay, so basically, the cause of death, very similar for her mom. And when we figure out, and then obviously we suspect that somebody else is behind all of this, because like that's kind of suspicious. So, yeah. Actually, wait. There's an issue about this case. But there's an issue about this. I'm not seeing any like real change in our protagonist here. Okay, so it's time to edit this character profile. Okay, so let's put a motive. Actually, our motive is, we don't really have, let's say that our main character doesn't really have one. Kind of just trying to find her footing. Oh my god. You know it's bad when freeform is lagging. So yeah, kind of trying. Okay, so you see, it helps if we're kind of a blank slate at the start, right? We're kind of a like, what the hell am I doing kind of person, right? And then I'm gonna presume I need more space there. And then, actually no, not yet. I need to go back to a previous case now. Okay, so what we figure out in case 4 by now, thanks to like Natalie and stuff, is to help actually no, I don't really have that concrete set in stone, but we figure out what we really want in by practicing law here, thanks to Natalie. So when she dies in case 5, it hurts more. Yeah. Obviously, I thought a lot more about the end than every other part, which is probably an issue, but I'm sure it's fine. Not really, but still. Okay, so basically, yeah, and then, dang it, I lost my train of thought. Every single time I say train of thought, I think of like this one meme I saw, and it was like train of thought, more like anxiety express. So, yeah. Yeah, this entire thing's clearly a mess, but it's okay. Stuff happens because I forgot what I was thinking, and then discover all truths by end, and then we have an ending cutscene. And we have an ending cutscene at Natalie's grave. So, yeah. And because I lost my train of thought in the middle of case 5s, that's all it's gonna be for now. So, if you got lost, sorry. But it's okay because I'm lost too. Anyways, bye.